both know what's gonna happen. And even if it's not right now, someday we're gonna work this out. So take your time. I'll wait it out. And even if we don't know when, someday we'll make it work somehow. So take your time. I'll wait it out. Wait it
Hey, yo! Ladies and gentlemen, how we frickin' doing? Ahem. Excuse me. Oh. I said, hey, yo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. My name is Percussive173. It's an absolute pleasure to be here on this fine Saturday evening. How are you guys doing? Donnie, welcome on in. It's great to see you. Kick Chat's great to see you. YouTube, it's great to see you. Everybody, it's great to see you. Hopefully everybody's had a phenomenal weekend so far. Phenomenal beginning of the year. I cannot say it enough, ladies and gentlemen. I am super blessed as a content creator to be able to be here, and it just means the world that you guys support me on a day-to-day basis and beyond just a day-to-day basis. And yes, I brought my coffee. Oh yeah, I brought it. And the reason why I brought it is because we are gonna have an absolutely amazing time today. Today it's podcast day, and I have a really awesome guest. To be fair, I have been very, very bad on the scheduling front, which is actually really rare for me. So, like, typically I'm one of the most organized people you'll ever meet. I'm got everything organized, do everything in a timely manner. But what I have found out is even I have my own limits, but that's totally okay. How are you guys? How's your guys' day? How was your guys' week? Hopefully you guys had a phenomenal new year. And I'm very excited to get back into the whole swing of things when it comes to streaming and content creation. And you're going to hear a little bit about my journey as well as this creator's journey today too. So hopefully everybody is excited and ready to be here. I'm going to make a quick quote of a post here. And if you guys don't know on Twitter, you guys make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. We are live now. Pow. All right, chat. I'll tell you what. Without further ado, I say we get this thing started, don't you think? I think so. Let's roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to the PSP Podcast, featuring your friendly host, Percussive173, where PSP stands for Perk Spreads Positivity, where we educate.
The 3 E's, right? You can educate, you can entertain, you can be empathetic.
Have you encountered any gender-related obstacles or biases while building your career in content creation?
I would say the cyber stalking.
By bringing in the best of the best. You still do that, so let's not discount that. So what really made you go into streaming? What was that decision? What was that move that made you make? As I'm very sorry, I know I'm teasing you, but it's literally one of those things that we can do. Post everywhere, post often, and do it your own way, and have fun. And have fun and be yourself.
Fine. Have fun, honestly. Like that, I love that so much because it's so true. Like, if you like the content you're making, like if you're watching it and you like it, you're not the only person.
From fitness to establish a new habit or a routine, what is your message to them?
Start with less than you think you need.
Too fitting. Would love to get some tips and tricks of the trade on how you kind of do things in the cosplay field.
Yeah, I'd love to go into that, especially because like I've done a little bit of everything, right? So I've made some costumes, I've bought some costumes, I have my friends' old costumes, I've commissioned costumes, I like craft all kinds of things, but also I wear things. Like there's a whole smorgasbord if I do a little bit of everything when it comes to cosplay.
To VTubing and animation, this is something that I may want to get into. How should they start?
Ooh, I think everyone should start on YouTube. I think YouTube
Okay.
is going to be your best place for launching.
Metrics that creators should be paying attention to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think and like specifically with like VTubing, I think it's I think all of that is like kind of like the difficulty level is like bumped up to like expert.
And our goal at the PSP Podcast is to educate and inspire aspiring creators. And we are super excited for this week's episode, and we can't wait to see you there. So let's have a freaking party! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into today's episode of the PSP Podcast, where I'm your host, Percussive173, and Perk Spreads Positivity is what PSP stands for. And as you guys know, every single time we have this podcast, we like to spotlight creators who bring in real energy and real passion and real community with the content that they create. And today's guest is somebody who brings raw intensity. I cannot speak today. That's gonna bode well. Non-stop hype and unmistakable presence every single time they go live, whether he's locked in or rallying his community. He's just unapologetically himself. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm gonna want to welcome on in Garion the Barbarian. Garion, how you doing today, man? It's good to see you.
Hello. I am doing good. It is a fine Saturday. I played some Uno earlier today on stream, and it was chaos.
We love Uno.
How you doing, Progressive?
I'm doing well. Now that I finally got like my coffee in me, I actually kind of feel awake. Like things are good. The vibes are up. Like everything's just kind of, like going like extremely well today. I'm glad, dude. Uno is fun, man. I used to go crazy in that game with people. It's wild.
I'm evil.
You're evil?
I am evil. I will stack those plus twos every single time, over and over and over. I don't care. You are gonna eat these cards.
I'll
Get
go
that fiber.
I mean, you know how it is. You got to go until you get the wild. Keep going.
Exactly.
It's got to be that type of fun because that's what you have to do. It's just how things work. But so why don't you introduce yourself to everybody here? For anybody who doesn't know you. So who is Garion the Barbarian?
So, hello, fellow plunderers. I am Garion the Barbarian, as per stated by Percussive here, or percussionist. I'm not really sure what you call your community, but
we're the band fam, because a drummer would be
band fam,
nothing
okay.
without his band.
Facts, big facts. I am a variety streamer on Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and YouTube. Though TikTok's been a little bit questionable these days. But besides that, I also do guitar streams as well every once in a while when I'm not like low on energy or anything like that. But I'm from Ohio, the great state that doesn't exist according to the memes, and I just love playing games, entertaining people, having fun. And honestly, the best thing about any of it is if I make someone's day or smile, that's all I care about. Like anything else is just a bonus.
For sure. That's honestly like a W mentality, and it's also my mentality as a content creator as well. And I'm also from the state of Ohio, so I guess this podcast just doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah. We're not here.
We're
This is
not
all in your
here.
subconscious.
This is all an anomaly. Hello. Behind the microphone,
we
behind the
even
camera.
real?
Yo, bro, are we even real, man?
What is love? Am I
Don't hurt me
love?
no more. What is love? All right. But so honestly, it's really cool to see another musician in the swing of things too, because I've been playing drums ever since I was 5 years old. Hence the name percussive, because I have a percussive, upbeat personality. And so, how
Mhm.
long have you been playing guitar?
So I started when I was 11. I am now at the ripe old age of 33. I'll be 34 this year.
W.
So it's been 22 years of just straight playing, which it's really insane to think about. Um,
Oh man,
because
that's
that's two.
almost
It's over.
30 years of drums for me.
It's like almost. It's over 2 decades of guitar playing for me, and over a decade of band stuff as well. So like it's been a wild ride. I'll say that.
So I've been playing drums since I was 5 years old, and you just made me think. I'm like, oh man, it's almost 3 decades now of just playing the drums and like being out there. Like, it's a blast. It's always good to have music in your life. It's like just such an amazing
Oh
feeling.
yeah.
So, why not, for the people who don't know you, what type of games do you typically play?
So I say variety because it's all kinds of stuff, but I guess if I had to like put a magnifying glass on it all, a lot of like RPGs, open world, like exploration and survival stuff. Think like, Oblivion, Skyrim, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, like old school Final Fantasy, stuff like that. But I also love action platformers like Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Spyro. One on PS1 was my first ever like console game too. Um, and I do like Pokemon and stuff like that. A lot of like retro games and newer stuff.
I used to play Spyro so much when I was a kid. It was so much fun.
I I fucking love Spyro.
Spyro was so much fun. I grew up on like the N64. I grew up on Mario Kart, where we would bring our N64 over to our friend's house with like two controllers, have to blow on the game, and then when the streetlights came on, we had to pack everything up, throw it in the backpack, and run home. Because
Yeah.
we're not allowed to stay out after the
I
streetlights were on.
with like Mario Kart and stuff like that, I didn't have a 64 myself, but my friend Dylan next door did. So we would all
Hmm.
go over to his place and sit there and play like that or Super Smash Bros. It was a good time. I
Oh,
miss those days.
gotta love the Super Smash Bros. Evenings, like back, like
Yeah.
those are the good old days, like back in the '90s when things were just like so much fun. So where did the name Gary and the Barbarian come from, and how does it reflect who you are as a creator?
So funny enough, the name is actually just one. I liked it because it rhymes.
Hell yeah.
That's one reason. That's one reason. But given that my first name is actually Garion, to those who don't know, um, I got made fun of a lot in elementary school by other kids because my name is weird and thing it's different and different is bad to little kids and stuff like that. So they would make fun of me and call me like Garion the Librarian, Garion the Hungarian, Garion the Barbarian, and stuff like that. And uh, all that time, I hated it. I really did. But I realized, like when I started my streaming journey, uh, I was like, you know what? I like Garion the Barbarian because I always love like Nordic stuff and Viking stuff as well, and I've just it rhymed, it worked, and it's something I took something awful that I hated and flipped it around into something positive, basically.
And that's such a unique characteristic too, because like being able to flip something around and turning it into something positive is essentially what we do as content creators on a day-to-day basis with like everything that
Absolutely.
we do. And so this is a podcast that's dedicated to inspire aspiring creators. And I say it like that because we want to help the newer creators out. We want to give them a mentality and a mantra and an idea of what they're going to expect if they're going to be going into it. So what
Mhm.
mindset did you have that helped you level up most as a creator? What helped you hit that live button for the first time?
So honestly, I if I were to look at it, it was really just I'm already a musician. I love to entertain. I like I said before, I love to like just entertain people and make people smile and make someone's day. And I saw streaming as something that can be another way to do exactly that. So it initially started with like trying to stream our Pathfinder sessions with the band a long time ago. It didn't work out too well because the I only had a crappy laptop and a crappy camera and mic and stuff like that to capture it all. But then over time, I've gotten better and better at it. I'm sitting here with a beefy PC, 4 monitors, a Rode Podcaster mic, and all this stuff. So like but I started with literally just the lowest I could get and built it up to what I have now, which is, and I'm still building it. Like I always find ways where I'm like, okay, this can be upgraded. This can be, maybe I can get something for this and make this better. Well, I'm always looking for something that can make it easier both for me, streaming wise, and easier for the viewer as they're watching the stream.
And that's a huge thing as a creator too. Like when we talk about like our humble beginnings as a creator, when I first started in content, well, technically it was 10 years ago. I first started on a phone, but if we want to talk about my
Oh, damn.
gaming streaming, the first stream that I ever did was on a laptop with a 2060. And it was connected to a 60 hertz monitor, and then I had just the Turtle Beach headset. This is actually my second headset, the HyperX Cloud Revolver, and it's getting ready to be replaced, but I love it.
So this is Turtle Beach. It's the Atlas Airs is what I have.
Ooh,
And
Atlas is
honestly,
great.
yeah, they're really good headphones. I've had no problems with them. I love that I can switch between my PC and then my console by just pressing a button.
Mhm.
So it's been really nice. And plus they're wired or wireless, which right now they're wireless. What else was I going to say? My brain is going a million miles a minute. What was the original question?
It was what was your mindset that helped you level up as a creator when you first hit first hit the live stream?
Um it was just to entertain people. I wanted to just find a new outlet alongside the music stuff to just like have fun playing games and doing what I like to do, and hopefully people would enjoy that. I That's pretty much it. It's nothing too extravagant. I wouldn't say a single person inspired me to stream. It was more just the multitude of streaming in of itself was what inspired me to do it. I started in 2020, uh, pretty much during the pandemic. I was on and off for a few years, and then I was like, okay, I'll get serious here at the beginning of 2023, and I went hard on Twitch. I got affiliate, but then there was a period where I was just like, I need to try like branching out here. And at the end of 2023, I found Kick, and when I went solely over to Kick for a good while for that whole year for 2024 and the end of 2023, and that's where most of my community like blew up and came from. Um, and it's insane that I ever got to this point because I literally started with just we all start with 0, and now I'm sitting somewhere around 1400 on Kick. And I'm growing, and then, like, after Kick, everything went on, like, I got, like, opportunities I never thought I could have before, thanks to everyone being so supportive. Like, I like going to DreamHack twice now, and, like, it's crazy to me to think that we've gotten to this point, both myself and, like, my community together doing this.
It's such a huge thing to be able to build a community and to put things out there in that manner to be able to grow. Like I'm still in the facet right now of like I got accepted to DreamHack as a content creator for the first time, this past Atlanta, and I'm gonna keep trying to get myself back out there and put things in the game. Obviously, like you guys, if you've seen me disappear the last couple months, that has to do. There's a bunch of roadblocks, but it's not about. We're not going to talk really about that. But being able to go to DreamHack, experience conventions, be recognized as a content creator, somebody who creates content as an inspiration, is such a beautiful thing. And you're right. You mentioned that we all streamed to 0 viewers at one point in time. sometimes I still stream to 0 viewers. And
Same.
it's
It
not
depends on what I'm playing.
well, exactly. And like there are times where you stream to 0 viewers and like you have to learn how to stream to 0 viewers because it is so much more difficult to stream to 0 viewers than it is to stream to like
100.
yeah, in like being able to have that mentality, always have something to talk about, always have something to discuss, always be able to commentate on your gameplay or whatever the case is. You have 30 seconds as a new creator to pique somebody's interest, to allow them to come in and say, oh my God, yeah, I really like the vibes of this person.
Hell, it's not even 30 seconds. It's more like 10 seconds.
Well, with the attention span now, yeah, it's more like 5. Like,
yeah.
If you're sitting there and you're just playing like any type of video game, we'll say Call of Duty, for example, and like you just sitting there sniping and like you are either the best Call of Duty player ever, or you have to commentate and talk about what your mindset is in the middle of a match, or no one's going to stay and watch you.
Yeah, I've seen streams of people where they're just like, just sitting there like this, just playing games, not talking to chat, not looking at chat, not doing anything. They don't have any alerts. They don't have any redeems. They don't have any commands. It's just they press the button to go live and then that's it. And I'm just like, brother, just go play video games. You're not supposed. Why are you streaming this?
Well, one of
Who's watching this?
One of the coolest things about content creation is there's so many different styles of content. And like, for example, my best stream that I ever had was me not saying an entire word.
Oh my God.
So I literally sat there like this for 5 hours. I didn't move. I just stared at the camera. Chat started typing things. They kept trying to get me to talk, and I just stared at the camera.
Well, see, I can that can be content just because it's baiting. You're trying. They're trying to get you to talk. You don't talk, therefore that it creates engagement.
I didn't even move my head.
It's like reverse psychology. You're trying to get them to get you to react. So like that's the whole point. So I think
what they didn't realize, like hint, since that's like 4 years ago now, I took a screenshot, and then made my own scene, and then I just left it there the whole time.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I need to do something.
No, I kid you not. I just left a screenshot and it was just me sitting there.
A picture of you sitting like this, yeah.
Yep. Just sitting there, and I was streaming it, and it was 6 hours. I was watching anime, I was doing things in the background, like had my mic muted. I wasn't even listening to music. It was just goofy, just baiting people. It was fun.
I've seen stuff similar to that on TikTok lives where it's like there's a game up top, but on the bottom there's like just some girl that's like sleeping on like in her bed or in the chair or something, and that's it. That's all that's going on, and there's like thousands of people watching, and I'm just like,
it was like back when
what is this?
It was like back when like live streams were like pushing people out there like overly consistently. Now like the algorithm has changed a lot, and it's really more about like you posting the photos, treating it kind of like Instagram, cycling things between videos, taking those videos and posting it to your story, sharing it out to people. Like TikTok's a weird algorithm to understand. That being said, what do you a lot of streamers come in with the mindset where they can just go live and expect to get viewers. What's your mindset to somebody who comes into content with that mentality?
I don't have that mentality.
Agreed, but
because like it is literally not just press button and go. It is, you are an entertainer. You have to be entertaining. You have to commentate. You have to make schedules. You have to make clips. You have to be a video producer, a graphics artist, a manager, a social media manager as well. Like there's so much you got to do, and you got to balance. Especially if you have a full-time job too, you got to balance all that out. It's literally not just turn on and go. You gotta put in the work. Like I mentioned before, like seeing people just sitting there playing games, doing nothing and not interacting with anything or chat or not like that, it's pointless. you might as well just go play the video game by yourself, or guitar, or whatever it is you're doing on stream. Because you are there to entertain. You're there to entertain your chat.
Exactly. And as content creators, we want to be able to build a community. We want to be entertaining. We want to put forward a product. And to do that, it requires a ton of work behind the scenes. You mentioned it yourself. Us content creators wear many hats. We're our own marketing professionals. We're our own audio engineers. We're our own visual engineers. We're our own video editors. Like
manager, social media.
Yeah, I mean, we have a million different hats that you guys never see. Like the 10% of you guys seeing us live is the stuff that we're putting on behind the scenes to make things happen. Also, heads up, chat, the sound alerts more than likely aren't going to work. It is not anything that you're doing. I turn them off for the sole purpose of the podcast. As much as I do love them, I just have them turned off for that. But I don't need 6-7 popping up in the middle of chat.
Oh
It's
God,
just
I'm so tired of 6-7.
Bro, no, you don't have to apologize. You are totally good. I promise you. Like I had those things for like my gaming streams and stuff like that, and like they won't show up in the recording anyway, so it's totally cool. Like I have that thing like leveled out.
Okay.
So when we talk about audio engineering and like voice layering and audio purposing, we deal with multi-track audios. We deal with stuff like that because that's how you get the best like ability to edit. So the way I kind of set things up inside of OBS is I'm going to have Gary on a separate track and I'm going to have myself on a separate track. So if I'm super loud during a live stream, I can fix that during the video editing or whatever the case is. I have the ability to equalize post event as well as during the event. And there's so many little tricks of the trade that you have inside of OBS or Meld or whatever streaming platform that you use. But as a new creator, the biggest thing that I could say for anyone wanting to go into content is to research on YouTube. Ask your friendly neighborhood YouTube provider exactly what it is you're wanting to know, because that is going to be how you put yourself forward, and that's going to be how you learn how certain things work.
That's how I did it. I had to learn everything by myself. I didn't know how to use OBS or Lumia or StreamFog or TikTok or Caster Labs or Discord and everything. I had to learn how to make a Discord server.
I still don't know how to do StreamerBot, and it's something that I've been trying to it's something I've still been trying to figure out.
I have StreamerBot, but it doesn't have I honestly don't really need it because I have Lumia. Lumia is honestly my spinal cord for my entire stream. It runs all my commands, my sound effects, my lights, the shit, I can't even think about it. Like it let's just say it has everything that I use basically for the whole stream. It's my command center.
I am a massive fan of Lumia and the product that they put forward. I'm also a massive fan of Meld. So I'll say this. Meld is a phenomenal streaming software if it's something that you never learned. They have their own Discord server, ability to ask questions, YouTube videos, stuff like that. If you're a new streamer and you're starting out on a specific platform, don't dive into OBS, dive into Meld. And the reason why I say that is because Meld is so beginner friendly and it's going to be super easy to help learn a streaming platform. When you start delving into things within OBS, things are a lot more advanced, especially when you start getting into the region of interest editor and you start getting into LUTs and applications of LUTs and applications of filters and stuff like that. Like having a LUT and having a filter and having like screen controls and stuff like that, it just changes the game into like advanced stuff. And it goes even into video editing and stuff like that too. It's just kind of crazy. My advice to anybody who's coming into content and has that mentality is post content first. Post content first, get yourself known. Post content for years. Like, you want to be a content creator? You want to be a streamer? Sick. That's amazing. But post your content and let yourself establish yourself within a name just via the content and let people see your personality.
When it comes to Meld, I tried it out and I really like it. But I'm so used to OBS at this point because I've used it my entire like streaming journey that I'm just like, I'm gonna wait for Meld to have pretty much once it has everything that I have on OBS,
Mhm.
like the ability that then I'm probably gonna switch over to Meld. But for now, there's a few things I have on OBS that it doesn't have just yet. So I'm just like, okay, I'll wait. But it is Meld is really great so far, and I love what they're doing. I love that it's trying to be more beginner friendly, and the intuitiveness of it all is really great.
It'll 100% get there at some point. Also, my cat's been
Oh,
running
yeah.
around my ankles, so if you see me like bending over, it's because like when she
Yeah.
wants
Say,
attention.
my cat,
I was
my
gonna
cat's
say,
Suki sitting right.
yeah, if you want when the cats want attention, you got to give them attention. Like it's a very important part of being a content creator. That's my number one. But huge thing when it comes to like understanding like content and stuff like that. Like 95% of streaming is introspective work. We have to look at the content that we post. We have to look every single day on how to make it better. You can't plateau as a content creator, or else people are going to throw around the word that you're falling off. You have to continuously post. You have to continuously put yourself out there, which is why I personally say to master posting content, because when you start streaming, you need to post content and stream. So you want to like line all that stuff up.
The best thing you can do, like what I like to do for that, is I schedule posts for YouTube Shorts and TikTok clips and Instagram Reels, one a day, every single day of the week.
Yes.
I drop them at 10 a.m. because that's what my thing tells me is like the best time to do it for all those. It's 10 a.m. my time, and I get those all scheduled. Like, and I don't do a lot of editing. I just like the beautiful thing that I have for my setup for OBS is that I have the ATEM vertical thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it has a backtrack button. I'm sure you know of it. And I have a hotkey on my Stream Deck to where it'll capture the last 2 minutes of my stream. Hi, aw, little kitty. Look at the beans. And the vertical thing will capture the last 2 minutes of my stream after just pressing that button. So I pretty much get instant clips by pressing that button, and it's really great because then I don't have to scrub my entire VOD to get clips. I can just grab that 2-minute section, edit out the stuff that I don't want, and bam, I have a clip for like 30 to a minute or like however long it may be, right there and ready to go.
A huge tool that I use that's been a massive help has been Frosty Tools. Frosty Tools has this.
I never heard of Frosty.
So Frosty Tools has this thing called Highlight Hunter, right? So where you you do have to pay like $10 a month. It's well worth it. It's amazing. It's awesome. I definitely recommend. But you subscribe to Frosty Tools Premium, you get Highlight Hunter. You throw your Twitch VOD or Kick VOD into the Highlight Hunter, and then it'll scan your VOD and give you ideas of certain things that you can have, or like highlights that it sees that will benefit your stream. And as you continuously use it, it's going to continuously learn your style of content and what you pick and what you choose from it, and it's just going to keep pushing and making things amazing. So like there are tools out there that will help you scrub your VODs, especially as a beginner, but eventually like you'll get to the point where you have a replay buffer, and then you have a button on your Stream Deck where you can just be like, oh, that recorded the last 90 seconds. That's a great clip. Like you see it when it happens in real time.
My thing is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. It makes your life so much easier, especially as a creator. So what is one mistake that you see new streamers make that you wish you knew to avoid early on?
Making sure their audio is good.
Hey, we all have audio problems at any point. It's just part of the job.
Like just the simple thing. Like I'm at fault of this. Making sure your mic is not muted the entire stream. There was a stream that I had. It was a guitar stream, and it was, to me, I could hear everything. Everything was going great. I could hear my guitar and my head earpieces and everything like that. I heard the music and everything, all my alerts. and it was like the best stream ever. And then I ended stream after like 2.5 hours of playing guitar and talking to everybody. And then I go through the VOD and I see that both my mic and my guitar were muted
Oh
the
no.
entire 2.5 hour long stream. And I was livid. I was like, brother. And no one in chat told me either. So like I'm not blaming chat, but someone could have said something.
I have a really
Like
funny story about audio and being muted. When I had a search and destroy stream where I was playing Call of Duty, and I had one of the best aces I've ever had. It was me running around, and I got an ace with just the pole. So I was whacking people with the pole, and like I was making really goofy comments in the middle of it, like, and I was muted the whole time. I went to go look at the VOD, and I'm like, no. So what I did is I took that, and because the enemy team had some incredible death comms. So what I did as a creator is I took that, I posted it, but I made my own death comms. I was like, oh, that percussive guy hit me with a pole. And they're like, we hate that dude. We hate that dude. Or like changing my voice, and like it was just funny and goofy. But we have to allow ourselves as content creators to kind of like take a jab at ourselves when we have audio and tech issues. Because like you saw me, I'm in an hour and a half before stream, setting things up, putting things together, putting pieces together, like making sure things are good to go. And even when you have all those checks, you're still gonna have something happen.
Yep, there's every single stream I have at least one thing of scuff that messes up. Like just the stream today on Uno, I have camera like filters and stuff like that people can do, and someone did redeem one and it didn't go off, and I'm like, and I immediately know why it didn't, so I gotta actually like go back to my scenes and fix that. But I was just like, brother, are you fucking kidding? Like, why did this not work?
Sometimes they never do, or sometimes they just don't, and it's like, I tell people consistently, it's not necessarily about the bells and whistles, but it's about how you manage the audio mistakes. How do you manage the video mistakes? Like,
absolutely,
you're putting on a show, and that's the way that I like to tell people it. So your job is being the producer and the host at the same time, which makes streaming one of the most difficult jobs in the world, but also one of the most rewarding jobs in the world.
Yeah. I look at it as it's definitely physically, I wouldn't say it's the most horrible job in the world. It can be physically demanding, especially if you're doing physical stuff on stream or IRL stuff, and but if we're just playing video games and stuff, like the only physical thing that's going to be a problem is your butt going numb in the chair.
But, that does happen. That does happen.
Which it does happen.
That's why I get up and dance and just do weird things in the middle of the stream.
And that's not like trying to downplay anyone who like has any sort of disabilities or anything like that in stream. Because like that's I commend anyone that like with a disability to be streaming, because like I know that it's already tough dealing with the disability in of itself, and you're putting yourself through all the streaming stuff with the mental stress of all that. That takes dedication. That takes a lot of dedication.
For sure. So, what is something that you do intentionally to make viewers, whether it be new or returning viewers, feel welcome and included?
Well, first off, I welcome them to the stream. I let them know that they're here, and I'm here to have fun, and that they're hope they have fun with me. I try to just make sure they like you said, I make sure they feel welcome. I like to bring a friendly atmosphere to it all. Usually pretty chill atmosphere, unless we're playing Uno, which is freaking chaos. Or if I do my crowd control streams, which those are always chaos as well. So like, I try to let it be where I can let the viewers also have some control over the stream, so they have something to do. Like with the crowd control stuff, my crowd control streams are probably the most popular ones that I have besides the guitar stuff, because it allows my community to come in, mess with my games, and see my reaction and just have fun with it all.
for me, I implemented TangiaBot, and not just TangiaBot. I've implemented sound alerts, and I've also implemented Mix It Up Bot.
Yeah,
So
I've got that as well.
I've
I've
got
got Blurp.
I've got different bots and like things that people can like do. Everybody loves the sound alerts one where I have the noise that pops up in the
I
middle
have
of it.
that.
So like I'll hit like a really nasty shot and then someone will just be like noise. Or like I'll miss and then they'll hit the puffer fish and it'd be like, God damn it.
Like that's another thing with mine. Like my stream, I try to keep pretty interactive with the lights, with the video effects, the sound alerts, the blurp, and stuff like that. I also have Kick Pals, which works with everything. So like all my chatters from YouTube, Kick, and Twitch actually show up on that. So like you can see your little characters down the bottom. I have a Christmas thing that shows like when someone talks, a little ornament comes down with their profile picture, not their icon. The profile picture of them. So that's cool. So like I try to have some interactivity, whether it's something minimal or just full control, like with crowd control and stuff like that.
If I see somebody new in chat, I'm gonna acknowledge them as fast as I can in the best way that I can.
Yeah, that's
so
that's the best thing you can do.
and like
And sometimes we miss chats, and that's a thing that can happen, especially if chat's going. Like they're like if your chat's going pretty fast or like it's just active. Like sometimes I will miss a message, and I do apologize. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just sometimes I'm locked in. Sometimes I'm oblivious and I didn't see it.
So I wish I could show you guys my dual PC setup because the way I have things done is I've expanded my peripheral vision as a content creator and as a streamer. So like I'll be playing video games, I'll be playing COD, and I'll be focused because I'm focused on this one little area of the screen, right? Literally like something like that big on the screen, maybe about there. But like I'm focused on an area literally about that size on the screen. But I always have my peripheral open and I expand my FOV in the game, so I start looking at the sides and I'll see if chat moves. And I have 5 chats open at one time. So I'll see if someone's typing in it, I'll acknowledge them. Except for Elon Musk's app, I don't acknowledge any chats on there. You can say whatever you want there.
I will highly recommend Caster Labs for a multi-chat. It is fantastic. I've been using it, and I could just have it all 4 of them, all TikTok, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, all in one chat.
Nice.
And it's beautiful.
I mean, Lumia has that input for content as well. Like if you have their dashboard open,
they do, just not for TikTok, which unfortunately, and until they integrate that, then once they do, I'm gonna switch to that. But for now, it's Caster Labs.
I've heard good things about Caster Labs.
They're really good, and I'm in their Discord server. The creator is really chill, dude.
Nice.
He's really quick to fix stuff as well when like things break. Like, what was I gonna say? With the multi-chat, like I try my best to just welcome everyone in, especially if they're new. I'll see if they're a first-time chatter, like with Twitch and stuff. I wish Kick had that, where it would tell you if they're a first-timer. I don't see that on my end.
So I want to say that they'll integrate that at some point. I really do. But
yeah,
I mean, we've seen kind of firsthand throughout the confines of Kick and how Kick's kind of turned around and done things. How they still haven't even mastered the bots yet. They still haven't even figured out multi-factor authentication yet. They still haven't figured out certain aspects. So my hope is that Kick figures it out. I can't say that I don't think they will, but I also can't say that they won't figure it out, you know? It's just a we'll wait and see type deal with that. And you're right, it would be a really nice feature to have. Like I also like how Twitch highlights the moderators too.
Yes, absolutely. With Kick, there's a lot of things they need to add, but they're still relatively new in this space. Twitch has been around for over 10 years.
Right.
So like everyone expecting Kick to just immediately have everything that Twitch has is to me like that's not how this works. It's gonna take time.
It does
for them
take
to get
time to
that
develop.
Point. I'm not saying you're saying that, but like there's people out there that are expecting literally every single thing to be out right now by Kick, and I'm like, brother, they're a smaller team. And it's going to take a lot longer for them to get all that done. And they're still and this stuff's still in beta. Like,
well,
so,
I mean, like it also
it's a
goes
lot.
back and begs the question. Like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a minute too, because it's like when you're trying to put together a product and there's like a better product or a more specific brand name product, in order to get yourself up to the level of you want people to actually consume said product, you have to give it you have to like put everything and more into it. Like, you have to have a more holistic mindset. Like, promising and not upholding your promises over the time span of 2 years, which is something that they said literally 2 years ago in a Kick Talk. They said, we're going to have better moderation. We're going to fix this. We're going to have everything situated. It's going to be way better. And then you have the period blood drinker situation causing people to go into follower mode. And it's like,
I saw that.
you can't let that happen. You as a platform, but that's just more or less from a back end business standpoint. Someone who works in cybersecurity and stuff like that. I have like you have to be able to code and develop things at a little bit of a quicker rate in order to get yourself relevant or keep yourself relevant. So, but that's my mindset there. It kind of more as less as a devil's advocate, not dissing Kick. I love Kick, but there are some things that every platform needs to work on from that perspective.
And I can agree. Like, they did make promises, and they still have yet to keep up on them. So I definitely agree on that. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Like, for some reason they shadow dropped the mobile app, the mobile streaming app. Just they didn't say a word about it. It was just there, and I saw it because I looked up Kick. I saw like Twitter posts about it, and I was like, huh, what? And I looked up on my phone, and there it was, and I have it now, and I'm just like, why did they not make any post about this?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things you
when
want
did
to
this
like
happen?
be aware of. With the emergence of
Yeah, like,
live
this
streaming
is-
and like IRL streaming, we gotta have that.
Yeah, like that's huge. I don't know why they didn't make a post about it. Like, why is it just being shadow dropped like Oblivion? Even with Oblivion being shadow dropped, it still got a fucking trailer and stuff before they did it.
True, true. So I want to switch gears a little bit because I want to talk about some lessons for aspiring creators, for people who are wanting to get into the industry. What do you see success as in content creation? And what does that mean to you right now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's a difficult one. I can answer it first if you want.
Yes, go ahead.
Sure.
It's gonna give me a minute.
Yeah, no worries. So what I see success as is very simple. I stick to my roots. I remember exactly why I started streaming. My goal as a content creator is to make at least one person smile a day. That's what I deem as successful. If I make one person smile, I don't give a shit how it is, but if I spread positivity, just one individual, and I light them up, that's my definition of success. Because I don't care about the viewership. I don't care about the money. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the viewership. I'm not here for that type of stuff. If I did, I'd be posting content every day. My goal is completely different because I have a full-time job already. My goal is to educate, inspire, and create a loving space for anybody and everybody in the content world. So if one person smiles a day, that's what I define myself as successful. And I have a completely different mentality than the majority of the people in the content creation because they're at a different level. They're at a different stage of the world of content.
That's honestly exactly what I was about to say. It's like you and I share a lot of the same goals here. Like, that's what I said at the beginning. Is my whole point of like all of this is just to entertain and make someone smile. And if I make someone's day, that's all I care about. If I make money on this, sure, that's fine, cool. If I don't, I don't. If I like do anything else, like everything else is a bonus. Like the money's great. I'm not gonna lie. When it happens, it pays the bills and helps like support this, and I flood that money sometimes into the stream to help make it better for everyone else, not just like myself.
Bro, when
But
somebody gifts me, I run through the 7 stages of sin literally directly there. I start with
Yeah.
anger. I'm like,
Oh,
fuck
dude, I had
you.
some-
I'm like, fuck you. No, there's other people who deserve it. And then I do with grief, and I'm like, give me more.
I have a crazy story about someone donating a bunch of money to me over the holidays, but I'll get to that here in a minute because I want to answer your question.
Yeah, go for it.
My whole point is just success when it comes to just entertaining, have fun, make someone smile, help them through their day, especially if they're having a bad day. And if you make their day better, that's all I care about. Everything else is just a side thing.
Absolutely agree. I couldn't agree more. It's in a world of content right now, we have so many people who just are so sidetracked by the money part and the money aspect of things.
Like I can understand to the fact of like, yes, this is also a job. This is a business that you are building yourself, and you are in business to make money. That is a facet of what this is. So I can understand that, but you can't get yourself caught up in only that, because you are not going to go anywhere.
The moment you get to brought down into like the business side and the business aspect of thing, you're going to start seeing a lot of darkness in the content industry. And I'm going to be very blunt and very straightforward with you. When you start getting into the business end of the content field, let me back up here. I made a goal to myself that I was going to start taking content ridiculously seriously and start making an impact from a fiscal perspective, and start allowing myself the ability to be okay with people giving me money from time to time. And then I started focusing on the numbers and the business aspect of things. And then I started seeing things from business aspiration, from a brand perspective. There are a lot of shady people in the content world.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot
yeah.
of people in the world of content that you need to be aware of, that you need to pay attention to. Like, I'm not going to call names and say that, like, any specific names of, like, brands or, like, companies that you kind of need to be wary about. But as a content creator from a marketing brand perspective, you need to keep your eyes open. The deals may not be the deals that you're expecting. And if you're ever going to get to the point where you're going to get a brand deal or an affiliateship, read the contracts. Read the contract.
Read the fine print.
Please read the fine print. Like, we all know what happened with F3 Energy. We all know what happened.
Oh, God.
Like, and this isn't going to be a dig at F3. But
I haven't heard that name in forever. And Gamer Advantage. Oh, God.
We all know what happened with these brand names, and you want to be very careful about the brands that you put yourself and you associate with, because unfortunately, the way the content field works and the industry works, if you are affiliated with some brand that does something fucking stupid, then you're going to be affiliated to somebody who's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So
I regret being with Swift Grips because they did something fucking stupid, and they dipped and left with all the money and just didn't say shit to anybody, and just that's why I'm glad I'm not with them anymore.
And sometimes
sorry,
no, go for it.
Gamer Advantage, the glasses company, the gaming glasses company, they just out of nowhere decided to fire all their social media like creator managers and stuff like that. Like, and in the Discord, oh my God, I literally woke up to like 50 plus notifications from that Discord, because everyone was like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? Why are we all being let go? And the CEO decided to be a smartass, like answering the questions that they were asking and stuff like that. And that just, he just like threw oil and gasoline into the fire and just made it just worse. And then all of us left because of that. And now I'm partnered with Zenni, which, by the way, these are free glasses that they gave me. So.
You can also use code PERK to give yourself 15% with Zenni, because I'm also affiliated with Zenni and my Zenni glasses. I love them. So feel free. But like, And Zenni is an amazing company. Like there are some really great diamonds in the rough. So please like allow yourself to be open to communication and have that proper communication. But if you're shooting for a gaming organization, you're shooting for a brand, you're shooting for stuff like that, just be weary and mindful of everything that's going on. And pay attention, because like we all saw what happened with Luminosity. We all saw what happened with Obey. We all saw what happened with FaZe Clan, about how like they sold the company to somebody else and completely destroyed every single one of the teams.
That's what happened with Gamer Advantage, is that they sold the to some esports dude, and he was such a douche.
The industry changes as quickly as you can snap your fingers. You have to pay attention to the overall business world. And unfortunately enough, going into the world of gaming, the industry's in decline. As much as people don't want to admit it, there are people that are wanting to put stop gates on it. There's a weird, stupid fallacy from the weird politicians that we have where they want everyone to stop gaming and go back to work.
Yeah.
It's everybody and their cousin's sister's grandmother is against us. And we want to
I just ignore the naysayers and just do my own thing. Cause like it's just all they're doing is yelling into the void anyway. Like they can't really do much of anything about it. They've tried to ban video games, they've tried to do all kinds of stuff, and you can't. Like it's just not gonna happen. The only way it is gonna happen is if they literally forcefully go to everybody's house and destroy all their shit, which will not happen.
it's really difficult. Like, but we have to understand this. The gaming industry as a whole is in a very weird flux, and I genuinely hope things get better with it. And it might.
Like IRL is becoming really popular right now these days, so like the gaming side of streaming is definitely on decline because of that. But it's still got its place. It like, as long as like you try to have like variety in your streams, like where it's not just video games, but you could do like VTubers. I see a lot like do like game shows and like their own their own game shows and stuff like that, which is really cool. They get their audience involved. I love stuff like that. That's really cool. So like it but most of the time they are just gaming. Like it's but they at least keep it diverse with their streams to an extent.
And it's huge to understand. It's like, it's also important to understand that there's a million different styles of content in the world of content. Like there's a million different styles of content. And what I mean by this is there are some pieces of content that I absolutely love and adore. Like, I think that they're great. And then there are some styles of content like Jack Doherty that I hate and I despise.
Oh God.
Like drama content I hate and I despise. Like, and it's not that I hate the creators, because the creators aren't necessarily the reason why they're creating that content. They're creating that content is because that's the content that gets clicks, that gets views. Because everyone says sex, drugs, alcohol sells. It does. It really does.
Negativity sells.
Well, yeah, there was a whole game that was a joke game that was made about where it's like where you take a picture. I think it's like, I forget the thing. It's like a photo game, but you take a photo of somebody, and if you look at the people loving each other, it's like nobody wants to see people love each other. Let's look at the hate. You know, it's like,
yeah,
you have to look at the content that sells. You have to be aware of the content that sells, and you have to be aware of your morals and ethics as a content creator, because you want to allow yourself that mindset to do what you seem is right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm not original by any means. I am just a guy playing video games or playing guitar. But at least with my guitar stuff, I'm standing up, I'm headbanging, I'm moving around the room. I'm being, the word of the day is entertaining.
For sure, because that's what we are. We're entertainers. Like, no one would watch my podcast if I wasn't entertaining and I wasn't providing like an entertaining conversation and stuff to think about. But
it's the same thing with like I said earlier, with people just sitting there doing nothing and just playing a video game with no emotion or just doing anything. It's the same thing for musicians. if you're just like up on stage and you're just standing there doing nothing but just playing the instrument, I get if you're stationary like a keyboard. Even a keyboardist can rock the hell out and move around like doing what they're doing and be entertaining.
Bro, Mick
But there are some
Jagger is
instruments where
almost 80, and he still dances
and
like he's 20.
yeah, if you're just gonna stand there and play your instrument, then I'm just gonna go listen to your music instead.
Right.
Because like it's the same thing. Because you're there to entertain me, not play for me. You're there to put on a show.
And that's
Like,
what
you're
we're
playing,
doing right
yeah,
now.
but you're there to like that's well, the whole point of why we're here right now at this.
I'm not
this-
entertaining, K-Man. I am an asshole, and I yell at people.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
glad
you not entertained? Like,
Are you not entertained? So, what goals are you chasing next? What is your move for your streams? What do you want to see from your streams moving forward?
so like the end of this year was pretty wild, and this year, like 2025 in general, was probably my biggest year so far, and I have a good feeling about this year when it comes to everything. I'm hoping to hit I guess I don't know if it's partner on YouTube. That's the first one where you get like the first like super chats and stuff like that. I hope to get to that point on YouTube. I'm like halfway there. And then I hope to, like, if it happens, Twitch partner is a goal that I'm looking at. And Kick partner as well. But I'm not like holding my breath on either of those. These are just some things like that would be great if they happen. If they don't, they don't. I'm trying to go to DreamHack again in May. I'm hoping they accept me as a creator again for that.
For me,
Really,
even if
it's
they
just-
accept me as a creator or not, I'm going to be there. I'm planning to be
Yeah,
in May,
same.
So,
So this isn't related to the question, but like the story of what happened like at the end of this year during the holidays. This is gonna sound sketchy at first, but then it turned out to actually be real. So I was just playing Arc Raiders. I was just chilling, and a viewer came in by the name of Roman 777. Okay, they're just talking. They're saying hi, what's up, how you doing, like the standard like things that you're just usually asked when you're coming in chat. And then the next thing they ask after I've answered all that and stuff, was, will you I'm doing a YouTube challenge video, and I'm trying to get a streamer to shave their beard for this YouTube video live on stream. If I'm kind of ad-libbing this, but like basically it's like I'll donate $1,000 if you shave your beard live on stream. And I have a Ko-Fi, so this is what he was talking about.
right.
So I didn't believe it at first because one, that sounds sketchy as hell.
Right.
And I was like, this is also why I barely have a beard right now. It's funny how my beard's already back, almost. Like it's only been like 2 weeks.
Honestly, with people with beards, it grows fast.
It does. It grows.
It grows
really fast.
real fast.
And I was sketchy at first, but I was also like, if it's not real, I'm losing out on a beard that'll grow back within like a month. So it's not really a loss to me. So I was like, fuck it, I'll humor you. I'll shave my beard, and then they dropped $500 into my Ko-Fi. And I'm like, oh my god, is this real? And I look at my PayPal, I look at the Ko-Fi, and then they were cheeky about it. They fucking said in chat down payment. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? So I was like, okay, let me go get a bowl, let me go get my razor, and I'll shave on stream. Fuck it.
Honestly, no, go ahead.
And I'm sorry. And so I do, and I switch my camera to my guitar cam, and I sit over on this bench right here that you can see where like part of the tree is. And I just shaved my beard. I cut it all off. Just and after doing all that, and they didn't charge this back. So I'm sure someone's probably going to be worried about that. They did not charge it back. I got all the money that they sent. After everything was said and done, They then proceed to drop another $1,500.
Oh wow, dude!
And
Kudos to you on that.
yeah, and I was fucking flabbergasted was the word that we used for all this. This has never happened to me ever in any of my streams. And I had no clue what to say. I still don't know what to say besides thank you to that man. Um because that donation for all of that paid for my DreamHack trip, that paid pretty much all my bills for the this month of January. And it's paying for my cat Suki's surgery for her face. She's got a little bit of a cyst right here on her cheek. Because she's old, so she's getting at that point. But like, and I can't believe that someone thought to be so generous to me of all people. I didn't think like that could be something that could happen to me. Imposter syndrome be damned.
Well, that's the beauty of the streaming world is it's not about sorry, let me phrase where I'm about to go with this. The beauty of the streaming world, it's awesome when these types of things happen to you, and I respect the hell that something like that happened, and like it's such a cool thing to see, and like I'm a huge advocate of like you support people in their wins. Like I'm a huge advocate of that. And I'm also a huge advocate of like telling people to get out of the mentality, especially as a new creator, of when will it be my turn. So
yeah, do not get into that because I used to be like that. That just made me depressed and sad. I used to follow viewer counts and all that stuff, and that just made me again depressed and sad. I stopped looking at all of that and just did my thing. And
it's such a big thing there.
And your thing can happen. It's best to never know when, because that's when it hits the sweetest.
Well, and that's a huge thing too. It's like ride the wave and enjoy the wave. Don't just go there for the end goal. Like your streaming journey is your own journey, and the only person who can define it is yourself. The only person who can define your streaming journey is yourself. Like there's a million different roads and avenues to get where you want to go, and you have to choose which way you want to go.
Like, and it's like Souls games. Like you're gonna die several times. You're gonna go through a wall several times. But when you finally get that victory against that boss that you've been trying to take out for hours, the victory is just euphoria.
It really is. Like
it don't get it because you're grinding at it. You're not getting hung up on when am I gonna win. You're grinding on I'm going to win. I got this.
And that's huge. Like,
yeah,
having the mentality of like just going through the motions and just enjoying the game as it happens. It's how the best dude. All right, so imagine yourself playing an Elden Ring game, right? You're trying to get to the end boss of the Elden Ring game. You're trying to complete the game in full. You're not trying to just rush all the way to the end boss. You want to see all the aspects that the creators are putting together in that journey. It's an experience. The entire world of streaming is an experience. It's a game. It's an RPG. You just do it the way you want to do it. And I'm surprised that nobody has made streaming into a streaming video game, like an IRL replica type thing for like streamers. Like, you want to be a content creator and hit go live? All right, cool. Here's your tech issue default demonetizer that's gonna put you set you back a little bit, but you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna get through it. You're gonna make things happen. And it's like, it's not about the end goal, it's about the journey. If someone gives me $1,000 right now, I'm gonna be extremely grateful, and I'm gonna do what I do with everybody else too. I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you doing with your money? I don't deserve that shit. Give it to someone else, and I'm gonna offer to refund it. And it's when I was going through a really tough financial time back in 23.
I still am.
I mean, we all are. Unfortunately, with the way the world is, we're all gonna have that fiscal issue going on. But when I was down, there was a point in time where I was negative $747 on my account. So I posted on Twitter about it, and I was like, I had a $600 bill due in like 2 weeks, and I didn't know what to do. and I wasn't able to get food. My grandfather wasn't able to help me. My mom wasn't able to help me. My dad wasn't able to help me. I was on my own. I was gonna be like, you know what? I just can't eat for 2 weeks. So I was very honest. I posted on Twitter, and I said, guys, here's the situation. I don't have money right now. I'm minus whatever. This is just where I'm at, what's going on, and I genuinely do not know what to do. I hate to ask for help, but if anybody can help, it would be a huge help, and I will find my way a damnedest to pay you back. That is just who I am, what I do, how I am. One of my people who inspired me to create content, his name is Bad Bear Gamer. Came into my stream while I was live playing COD after one of those streams and gifted me $1,000 to my PayPal.
Shit.
When I tell you that I cried, it wasn't just Bad Bear. So I want to sit here and like shout out my entire band fam community, everybody who's been out there, everybody who's supported me. Steffi Evans, The Only Shady, Samantha Please, Jess, Rachel, like Justin, like so many different fucking people came up, like Fizzle, like Jazzy Fish, like Jazzy Fish sent me fucking food via DoorDash to my house because she
That's
could.
awesome.
But there are times that you never know who's watching you. You never know who's supporting you. I was going to quit. I was going to be done. There was 2 times in the streaming world where I was going to quit. The first one was that time where I was down a fuck ton of money, and cannot believe the amount of people who supported me during that time and helped me get to a point where I'm actually up fiscally right now. The second time I was going to quit was DreamHack Dallas 2024 or 2025, I guess. But the DreamHack Dallas with the Call of Duty league. I was going to Dallas. It was going to be like, yo, this is my last hurrah streaming. I love streaming. I love content. It just ain't for me. And then I had one of my idol's the wrong word, but one of the people I really look up to, Saskia, come up and say, yeah, Perk, I watch your content. I love your content. And I'm like, but I've never seen you like my post before. She's like, I just don't like people's posts. I watch it and I watch it in full. And then I'll like watch it again because it's good. Like your content is great. And a lot of my other friends feel exactly the same way. Like people know who you are in this streaming world. And that was my imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that's one thing that really hit me with DreamHack and God, I can't talk. DreamHack in Atlanta is that like I got to see so many people that I knew and they knew me and knew who I was, and I was just like, how I'm just some hairy white dude from Ohio. How do you know me?
It's and that's literally my mentality is wrong scene. Is I'm the fat 30-year-old from Ohio. Why do you want to watch a fat 30-year-old, huh?
Yeah, fat 30-year-olds, let's go.
W fat 30-year-olds. But but anyways, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Continue.
No, I didn't have anything to say. Go ahead.
No. So when the moral of the 2 stories that I'm saying is if as a streamer, as a content creator, don't expect anything, but be very, very happy and excited when something actually does come your way. Be grateful, be genuine, be authentic, be yourself. It's not about the money. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It ain't about the money. It ain't about that. It's about the content that you put forward. It's how are you going to show any random person that you are a place that you want to be? Like, if BB Jess popped by my stream, well, she does, but if BB Jess popped by my stream for the first time ever, how am I going to hook BB Jess to be able to come back? It's that mentality that you need to have. And not just BB Jess. Like, it's
everyone.
It's everyone. The random person, Jordan 99689er. Like, how am I going to hook that person to want to come back? So
exactly. And You also have to not get stuck in the mentality of you're not going to get everyone to stay.
Exactly.
Never ever let that put you down as a creator when someone doesn't return or unfollows, like, or unsubscribes or anything of that sort. It happens. It's going to happen. It'll happen, and the bigger you get, the more it's going to happen. And
Hey man, you
it's
are
just
not chopped
something.
liver, homie. Sorry, I had to respond to chat. You are not chopped
you're
liver.
It's something that is just inevitable, and you can't let it get you down. What you should focus on is who you do get to stay,
Exactly.
and those that do stay, because that is your community. If you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams.
It's a huge thing. It's like being able to build your community is the whole thing. It's like when you allow yourself to be open enough to have people join you and be inspired by you and to enjoy being around you, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, I would be nothing without the band fam. I know I'm not very active in Discord. I know I play COD a lot. I know I've been doing podcasts where I don't even interact with chat a lot. But you know what? They come back because they like my mentality as a creator. They like my personality as a content creator. They love my Call of Duty gameplay. They'll love my Minecraft gameplay. Like, they'll love whatever the hell I play, because you know what? It's what people
there for
really want to see is you happy. And people wrongfully throw out this word parasocial and saying that, like, everyone thinks that it's this parasocial relationship or this parasocial friendship. But if you're already going into a friendship or a mindset of, I can get something out of this person, then you're doing it wrong from the get-go.
Facts, massive facts.
Because,
like, if you, like, your people are there for you.
exactly,
They're not there for the game. Like, I'm sure there are people that are actually there, like, to see the game you're playing because they like that game. But it's also still just you. Like, they're there for you, and you are there for them. Like, it is a mutual thing here, and
it's a communal
two-way
relationship.
street.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and there is, like, some people do form parasocial relationships, and sometimes it gets really toxic, and that's an awful thing. As a viewer, don't do that. Streamers, like, 9 times out of 10, they aren't your friends. That's a harsh truth that you have to realize, is that you don't know this person personally. Unless, like, you've actually been active in their Discord, talked to them, got to know them, like, actually known them, got to meet them multiple times and stuff like that, hung out with them in Discord, played games with them. Like, I've met a lot of online friends and stuff like that. My buddy Brandon Boxbeard, who I play several games with all the time, he's one of my best friends. But then there are people that are in my server that I've never even spoken to yet, or have said anything yet.
When it comes to the relation, oh, go ahead. Sorry, go for it.
Sorry, I'm on a little bit of a rant. So,
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, like, streamers are not your friends. They can become a friend if, like, you guys, like, mesh well, but it's not something you should strive for. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all just having fun. That's the whole point.
I agree with that to point. And, like, I feel what people hear the words parasocial, or they hear a big word online and they learn about that word and they learn about what it means, and they're like, oh, I can relate to that because I understand the meaning, because I understand what this means, because I can relate to it in this situation, right? And then they just try to apply everything so that it affects their own life without realizing that it's actually not parasocial, or it's actually not that style relationship. Like, for example, like, I do view people like K-Man and Nick as, like, my friends, because, like, I do talk to them, and, like, I played games with them, and, like, and like, I have people in my Discord that I talk to, that I actually communicate with, that I open a community with, and I have people who've been around for a long time. I've also experienced people who were only at it for me for the wrong reasons too. I have had moderators that I've had to kick out. I've had people that I've had to draw the line on a friendship with. But things change over time, and things in like people forget like just friendship 101. Establishing that initial conversation, saying hello. Just because you play a game of Call of Duty with me doesn't mean that you're my best friend. That's what we mean when we talk about parasocial type shit. Like, we can call each other friends, we can play games. Like, if we're friends on a game, we're friends on a game. It doesn't mean you're friends in real life. It doesn't mean I'm gonna hang out with you when you come into the same town. Like, I had a creator who I connected with in a content creator Discord, right? And that person came into my city. They found out that they were in the same city, and he was like, we're gonna have to meet up when you're in the city. And I'm like, okay, why do you want to meet up with me in my own city? And the harsh truth was, I wasn't going to meet up with them because I've never met them in person. I've never seen them anywhere. And like outside of the content creation Discord, just because we have a conversation doesn't make us friends. It makes us friends in an online personality, but not necessarily at an in-person situation. And like, you see me at a convention, that's a different deal. Like, it's a place where everybody is able to be together, and we're able to have those IRL in-person chats. Like, I'll take the photo with you, I'll talk with you, I'll chat with you, I'll talk your fucking ear off. I mean, but it's understanding the basics of a friendship and how things work. And people just miss the point.
Yes. Especially on Twitter.
Especially on Twitter.
Oh my god, Twitter.
I can't tell you. I don't want to say my doors are closed. I have never once closed a single door, minus to 2 people that I've blatantly blocked on purpose. But what I do is ignore certain aspects, and I'll mute certain people who I realize are in the wrong mindset or in the wrong get-go, and not people I want to be part of, like the regular crowd or regular stuff that I do. And what's really important to understand about it, like when you first start streaming, is to really allow yourself to open and build a community. I never said we weren't friends, K-Man. But, and I know you're joking, but if I want to ask this question because this kind of leads into this. What is one piece of advice that you would tell your past self when you first started streaming? What would that be?
Don't focus on the numbers. Do not focus on those who go at you for the wrong reasons. Focus on yourself to better yourself, and just do you. Be yourself.
I 100%
Stick
agree.
to it.
And I want to ask one last question as well.
Okay.
And because this is going to be the last question of the podcast, what is something that a new and aspiring creator has to know?
That's again a good question. What you have, honestly, we've touched base on it already. Is that this takes time. This takes a lot of dedication, patience. You're going to need that, just like anything else in life. And you got to do it in moderation. And you got to stick to trial and error. You're going to mess up. You're going to fall. But if you get back up, I promise you, it gets better and better each time you do.
And I couldn't agree more there. One thing that I want to leave for any new and aspiring creator is the content journey is vast. The content journey is wild. The content journey is absolutely crazy. You're going to see some of the best ups you've ever seen, some of the worst downs you've ever seen. You're going to see the worst frustrations. But remember, this roller coaster of a journey is only what you make of it. So have fun and be enthusiastically, authentically yourself throughout your journey. And just have fun while doing it. Well,
absolutely. Like that's what matters most, is being yourself in all of this. Never put on a facade or a mask or like a fake personality to make yourself look better for the general public. That is something you should never do, ever, both in IRL life and the streaming life. Like,
Absolutely.
it's-
You lie on your resume, you're gonna get caught. If you lie as a streamer, you're gonna get caught. So just know that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for the PSP podcast. And if you are not following Gary and the Barbarian, please make sure you are following him on all socials. You can go ahead and grab him from the link below. You can also click on his link in the profile and the title of this stream to be able to follow him. And I'll make sure that I give a link to his channel in the YouTube description once everything is posted as well. But please make sure you guys are giving him a follow, checking out his content, and going from there. And thank you once again, Garion, for hopping on the PSP podcast. And we're going to always keep spreading positivity. Until next time. Deuces.
Thank you.
Absolutely, of course.
Hello?